Welcome to this week's edition of Rapid Motion Africa. It's the challenge show from the Pro Tour, Goldwagen Challenge and the Altec Porsche Club Challenge. Big thanks, as always, to Goldwagen for all this action from Zwartkops. We continue our action from round 5 of the Pro Tour at the Zwartkops Arena of Motorsport, just outside Pretoria. It's the Goldwagen Challenge that we're going to be starting out with, and you can see a massive field of cars that's joined us. A couple of new drivers coming in late in the season, so they're going to have to get to grips with their cars pretty early on. But right now, the challenge at the front end is going to be very tight between Class A's Lee Thompson and Eddie Rodriguez. In Class B, Ryan Thole making a welcome return, VWChallengeSA in second.
Eddie is Zwartkops, and that means it's going to be super close running the whole way through the race.
Yeah, as expected at Zwartkops, being a tight circuit, always going to give you close racing. Qualifying times were very close. Lee did run away with it a little bit, but the rest of the guys, I think there's 4 or 5 guys within 0.2, 0.3 of a second, so definitely close.
Off the line is what counts at Zwartkops, and who's going to get the best drive? Looks like Lee Thompson's bogged down a little bit. Eddie Rodriguez is going to sneak through on the inside, and just behind comes a gaggle of cars. And joining me in the studio, as always, Graham Nathan.
A great drive there by Derek Smallberger. He was in third position, right in there, going up the inside. Wally Mankis around the outside. Lee Thompson got beaten to turn 2. He's going to have to wait, make a plan, get back at Eddie Rodriguez somewhere along the line.
Lee Thompson racing 1 and 2 on the road at the moment, because remember he also preps the car that's looking back at him at the stage. As the Class B is getting away, Thole with a good start on his inside. Looks like the time mining boys are going to go at it. Just in the background there you can see a couple of guys just not getting the start right as they come down towards turn 2.
We got Barry Groenewald going up the inside of VWChallengeSA, locks it up, makes the pass. He is going to make his intention known right from the start. Dion Holiday also goes up the inside. Supercross Dodd also has a go at it, but it can't happen this time. He's going to have to go. Well, this time he's gone to the outside. He went inside, had a look. He's going around the outside of Holiday. Is he going to keep it on the road? This time he does, and up the inside he goes.
Look at the pace on that little Polo. Unbelievable stuff as they come through turn number 4. He snuck past Holiday, and looked like Holiday was looking for parking there the way he came past him. Now Dion with a lot of work to do to try and catch these boys in Class B, but in Class A, heating up through turn 7. It's really tight between the SEW Eurodrive Volkswagen Polo and the Lee Thompson racing machine right on his tail, with Thompson at the wheel, looking very early on for a way past.
In the background, we've got Quinton Needham throwing it up the inside of Derek Smallberger. He's made that pass as well. Derek now into 4th, Valdi in 5th, but out in front, we've still got huge pressure from Lee Thompson. Derek goes up the inside, but Quinton slams the door through turn 1. Derek probably thinking, right now is not the time to crash.
Yeah, the Sabertech car definitely has had its time in the kitty litter and off the wheels completely this season. So he's got that new car sorted out. Wants to maintain 3rd place and possibly catch up to the front 2 cars. They're pulling up a nice gap here. All of a sudden it's Needham who's into 3rd, so this man has got a lot of work to do. There we got Valdi Mikey's in the Albatross Motors car. Right behind him comes Jean Gerber. So Jean Gerber already starting to put the pressure on from behind. Let's see whether or not it's going to pay off, because Valdi's got to take that pressure and try and soak it up, because he wants to get past Smallberger. And Smallberger's doing a great job there at 4th place.
How's a scrap for 3rd position though? But let's go back down to the Polo field. We've got Sean Dodd coming through the field quite quickly now. He's right up behind VWChallengeSA. Dion Holiday's, our camera car, is sitting there watching. Sean Dodd goes up the inside. Can he make it stick into turn 4? Not this time. VWChallengeSA late on the brakes, making him wait. And let's see if he can do it a little bit later in the field. Ryan Thole still out in front, going past one of the guys in Class A. That's
Isak Cronier by the looks of things there. Looks as if it's going to be a problem there for that car. Onto the brakes into turn 5. Sassel corner. Late braking from Holiday. He's got to try and keep these cars at bay behind him. Oh, runs a little bit wide. Nearly takes out Cronier, but Cronier saw him coming, gave him a little bit of extra room.
Dion trying really hard. Right behind him we got Pitt Potgieter. He's a biker. He's come to this racing field and he's doing a great job. Up the inside, there it is. Lee Thompson throws it up the inside into turn 2, and Eddie Rodriguez just has to wait. He's going to dive in right behind him, try and keep on the back end of Lee Thompson and slipstream him and do the double or do the nasty to him in turn 4.
Yeah, that's slipstreaming of note. You don't get closer than that. Both bumpers touching and absolutely no rubbing between the 2 of them. Now they get up towards turn 4. Very, very difficult corner here. Age-up corner onto the brakes and 1 gear down. Whoa, look at this. Up the inside comes Smallberger. Can he get through? No, not just yet.
Smallberger decides discretion the better part of valor. I think he's just scared of his mechanic because he doesn't want to have to rebuild this car again. Quinton Needham goes defensive. Smallberger goes up the inside. Can he outbrake him? No. Valdi Mankey's around the outside. He knows that John Gerber is right behind him though, so he can't open the door too wide. John Gerber is not going to wait for a long time before he has a go.
Oh, I love the fact that all 4 cars were on 3 wheels as they came out of turn 6 into turn 7. Now onto the brakes down towards Goldwagen corner. Here comes Smallberger. He looks up the inside. Is it good enough? Not just yet. Once again, that orange car is looking so good. The CSP Valve Performance Machine is absolutely flying around the circuit.
Sean Dodd now got past Voterus. He's right up behind Barry Groenewald. He's trying as hard as he possibly can. This is a ride from the back of the field. Up the inside he goes. Can he outbrake Barry Groenewald? He does that, and Barry's going to go to the inside. He wants turn 1. Let's have a look if he can slingshot and run down to turn 1, but I don't think so. Sean Dodd has done enough. Ryan Tholey now has to look in his mirrors, put his head down and go away because Sean Dodd is coming.
Yeah, Sean Dodd means business now, Nate. There's no doubt about it as they come down towards turn number 2, looking a little bit further up the field. There goes Gerber on the inside of Valdi. Has he got him? It looks like he's got them side by side down the little straightaway towards turn 4. Agent corner. Late braking is all it's going to take, and John Gerber should slip through. But look at that. Valdi Mankey's around the outside. He keeps it buried around the outside.
Valdi Mankey.
Oh, that's good driving.
Oh, he hangs on there right around the outside to the concrete. Valdi Mankey's a great job there. In fact, he did such a good job that I think he's going to be able to hold on to 3rd. But have a look at this. Derek Smallberger up the inside. Yes!
That's the way to do it.
How skinny is that?
Not much space between those two. They come into turn 6. They're side by side, just behind them. 2 cars side by side, and Gerber sneaks through. What a great bit of driving there. 4 corners, they were absolutely side by side, wing mirror to wing mirror, and all of a sudden Jean Gerber has now got through. Can he catch Smallberger?
Derek's on the inside again. Valdi goes. He gives him a light nudge to go. Hey, either you got to keep up or get out the way, buddy.
I don't know if they can keep up with this kind of pace. This is the way it goes with Goldwagen all the time. Into turn 1. On the inside, Smallberger looks through, but no. He's not on the right side of the track there, but wow. Needham is having to work hard.
Derek Smallberger getting a huge lesson of cojones. 3 into 1. Can we do it there? Turn 8, 3 into 1. John Gerber up the inside. John goes past Derek whilst trying to get past Needham. Derek's probably sitting there going, how are these lighties? They're insane.
Where did these 2 Golf 1s come from? I was right up there. Now all of a sudden I've got to try and get past them again. John Gerber now into what is 4th place on the road. Very, very good drive from him. He's managed to get through. A bit further back, Holiday maintains his little gap here and takes on Lawrence Rousseau, a new man to the sport. We're on board with Holiday as they go down towards Goldwagen corner. Late braking, 25-meter mark, up the gearbox 1. And look at that, Rousseau sneaks through. That's awesome driving. The new man is taking on Dion Holiday.
Lawrence has driven once before, but he's in Piet Versace's old motor car and he's doing a great job. Dion sitting there going back a little bit. Barry Groenewald still locking up the brakes. He's trying as hard as he can to hang on to Sean Dodd. Holiday goes to the inside. No, Lawrence Rousseau slams the door, making Dion wait a little bit longer this time.
So Dion Holiday has to try and find another way past that Polo. Bit further up the field, once again we resume this battle. Jean Gerber now sneaking through. Oh, can he get past him? They side by side once again. Quinton Needham keeps it buried around the outside. Jean Gerber looks for a way on the inside. Can he sneak through? They're into turn number 6. It's a left-hander coming up now. Oh, this is going to be good.
How's this respect from these guys? 4 cars in the same spot. This is unbelievable racing. Next to each other, John Gerber, Quinton Needham. Now Quinton's on the inside, John's on the outside. Derek Smallberger waits to see what happens. Valdi is actually getting held up a little bit there in the 4th place of this particular race, but it's actually 6th now. But this is a race for 3rd.
You've got to watch out because all these guys going at each other's throats are actually slowing them down, and it's allowing Prinsloo to come and have some fun in the party too. So we're going to have 3 Golf 1s and the 2 Polos going at it any second now. Out of turn 2, can we see Jean Gerber get good drive? Looks like he got the apex very late. He's now on the inside, looking from Valdi Mankey's car. Look on the inside there. There goes Gerber. He's going to be able to get past. I don't think Needham's got what it takes because he didn't get a good drive out of turn 2.
I don't want to bank on that because these 2 guys are insane. Needham is going to try and go around the outside. There it is. Needham goes around the outside. Has he managed to hang in there? Or no? Oh, I don't know. Yes, no, yes, no. Look at this racing.
Watch out, Smallberger up the inside now. 3 cars into Cecil. Who's going to have what it takes on the brakes as they come onto the braking markers? Gerber's going to sneak through. Oh, man, how close is this racing? This is the way we do it.
Derek Smallberger decides that's just not going to happen. 3 into 1. Derek goes up the inside of Needham. Needham closes the door, but Derek stays away, doesn't want to bend the motor car. Valdi Mankey sitting there going, I've got the best seat in the house here and I'm going to sit here and watch this lot.
This is probably the best racing we've seen in this particular category in a long, long time. We don't get closer than this as they come out of Goldwagen corner, starting another lap. How much longer can these boys go at it? Because there's not much left in those tyres.
I don't know about the tyres, but there's not much left in the race. Thank goodness for these boys, I think,
No doubt about it. First and second seems wrapped up. Rodriguez has not been able to catch Lee Thompson. They're coming up on the Nathan's Motorsport car there of Warren Muir. But here they come to take the checkered flag. It's going to be Lee Thompson. The Bizarre machine has not been bettered. Only at the start he managed to get past Rodriguez, but Rodriguez hangs on for second place, and the SEW Eurodrive car will take that second place. Third place will go to Jean Gerber, or will it? We'll have to wait and see.
This is the
Class
race.
P battle.
This is the race for Class P. A dice to the line between Sean Dodd. Sean Dodd goes to the outside. Rally cross. Dodd does it again, but I think Ryan Thole just managed to hang on right to the end, and that would be Ryan Thole ahead of Sean Dodd. But in Class A, we've got Lee Thompson, Eddie Rodriguez, Jean Gerber, and then Quinton Needham.
Guys, I know it was only third place that you were battling over, but what a battle that was like for the World Championships there.
Yeah, it was close. I had every intention in getting as far as possible in the races to gain the championship of it.
Oh, we saw you look good at Pakisa, to be honest, and we were just waiting for those results to start coming through.
Well, we had a hell of a weekend. We had trouble after trouble, and yeah, I actually can't believe the car finished the race.
Quinton, from your side, you're putting on a hell of a show out there and finally getting the results that we know you're capable of. Last year, you looked like you were up there the whole time. This year, battling.
Yeah, I'm still battling with setup. Went to Lee Thompson yesterday. He helped me out. Thanks to him. Yeah, and it was a great race between us. Battling every corner, side by side. It was awesome.
Ryan, always a great dice in the Class Ps. The Zwartkops makes it even tighter, hey?
Today was exceptional, actually. I thought I'd got away, and Mr. Dodd came up like, I don't know from where, but he drove an awesome race. I had the freedom of the track for the first couple of laps, and thereafter the car didn't handle so well, was hopping through the tighter stuff, and Sean took advantage of it, so credit to him. It was a race to the finish. I think if I had a shorter nose I would have lost the race.
And Dottie, from your side, you kept your car on the ground this time, hey?
Yeah, look, the track is a little bit wiry, I think. The other one was a bit smaller. No, it went very well. Thanks to Voto for today, for Time Mining, Motor Radio, the great race I had with Ryan. It was close. It was the closest I've had the whole year, and it was fantastic. I hope that we do this the whole year, the whole season long, and just enjoy it for the rest of the year.
Moving on from Class A and P to the Bs and Cs, and Evan Rothman was the man who was quickest out in qualifying. Quinton Thompson and Derek Minnie right behind him. Charles Smallberger and Stuart Mack looking very good on a welcome return in Class C.
Andrea, we've seen you coming on real strong in the 2010 season. Tell me how it's been in the family of Goldwagen.
Oh, it's been brilliant. The competition's really stiff, the racing's tight. It's a great opportunity to learn, and I'm loving it.
And you are learning the tracks as well. We've obviously been up here at Zwartkops before, but it's going to be a slippery track today in the winter.
Yeah, it's been great. This round so far, I've gone a second quicker, just in the practice and the warm-ups. So I'm very excited to see what I can do in the race.
Looking forward to seeing that power flow golf of yours, Andrea. But down towards turn number one, Evan Rothman gets a good start. Quinton Thompson's got his arch rival in this category and in the class championship right on his tail. Yanni van Rooyen looking to go early on and get past that checkered flag golf.
But how was that start by Evan Rothman? Out of the gate, so far ahead that he can actually take the normal line into two. Quinton Thompson gets put under pressure by Derek Minnie. Derek goes up the inside of him. They started next to each other. This is Class C start, and Stu Mack goes up the inside of Charles Smallberger. Can Charles go around the outside? No, he decides not this time. He's going to sit there and watch Stuart and learn a bit more.
Yeah, Stu Mack is making a welcome return, as I said, to Class C. He hasn't been in Class C for a while, but he's been given what was Alma Cruz's car, the Giulio Sabatini Golf, and he leads out into turn number one. A little bit of problems on the outside, though. The 56 car getting it completely sideways, and James Fuller, welcome to Zwartkops, bud.
There's not enough space out there, but up the inside now, if Derek Minnie goes... Yanni van Rooyen, he manages to get up the inside. He has made his intention known. He wants after Quinton Thompson. And welcome, Quinton put a whole bunch of pressure on Yanni, and now it's going to be the other way around. Yanni wants to put pressure on Quinton. Oh, a little bit of grass tracking there. That is car number 77. That's
Chris Heinke, I think. Chris Heinke getting it completely wrong out of turn 7. Right on his tail is Peter Thompson. So Peter Thompson's pressure is definitely starting to affect the 77 car. In fact, a little bit further back there, you can see pressure being put right the way through. There's the old Yanni van Rooyen car going through there, as the rest of the field comes streaming through. The 87 is Andre Needham, and he's got some massive pressure because Charles, Derek and Needham, well, have we seen this picture before? Yes, indeed. A couple of weeks ago at Pakisa.
Yeah, we've definitely seen it, but right behind them, they've got the new Class X cars. That is old Henry van Vletter. He's driving a Class X car. This is a class that they're trying to establish with regards standard motor cars in in VW Challenge, and they're hanging on quite comfortably.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Elna Cruz is in one of them, Van Vletter, as you said, and of course Kim Eland is the third of those Class X cars as we go on board with Jannie van Rooyen. This is the Goldwagen Roodepoort machine. It's a bright yellow car, and you can see he's all over the back of that checkered flag Thompson's racing machine of Quinton Thompson. Now Thompson has to keep him behind him, because remember, he leads in the championship overall, and he's also looking to take the Class B category too, but with Jannie van Rooyen outbreaking him like that, oh, you cannot ask for more. Oh, problems! Who got spun out there?
That's Chad Bartram, Greg. He's turning left at the right hand. Something must have broken on that car. That's a very unusual way to spin the motor car, especially at the top there. But let's go back to the front. We've got Eben Rothman now with Jannie van Rooyen right behind him. Quinton Thompson in third. Probably a bit of a relief, but going up the inside, that's Heinke going up the inside of Derek Minnie. And Peter Thompson under pressure there by Andrea. Andrea goes up the inside of Philip Cruiser. She's definitely going to try and advance, like she said earlier in the interview. She's excited to see how she can do it, but going up the inside now, Philip goes around the outside off turn one. She is sitting there going, all right, I get the message.
Yeah, I think it's a case of a little bit of lack of experience there from Andrea at this particular circuit. As we come a little bit further back there, you can see the cars thick and fast. Once again, James Fuller in the action. Just behind him, Giles Derrick's fallen a little bit further back, so might have been a little bit of a problem there. We saw him earlier on, a little bit further up the field, but right now he's coming under pressure on the inside. Now, and a 22 car sneaks through. Elna Cruiser in the Class X car, taking on Darroch. That's a slightly different powered machine, but running very nicely in the Class X.
Up the inside though is Henry van Vletter. He goes up the inside of Needham, but Needham goes around the outside. Yes, these cars are different power. The one's a 1600 and the one's a 2 litre, and they're both supposed to be very standard, but the 1600 weighs a hang of a lot less, Greg.
There's no doubt about that. Eben Rothman under massive pressure now from Jannie van Rooyen. Behind them, Thompson has fallen by the wayside. And that's, when I say by the wayside, it's only a second. That's normally good enough. Third place and fourth place, Derek Minnie all over the back of Chris Heinke. It's not going to be easy between those three. We've got a battle royal for the top three positions here as we come onto the back end of Eben Rothman. Now Rothman, Freddie's Auto Spares machine, under pressure from
Jannie goes to the outside. Can he make it stick? Jannie throws it away! He went to the outside, he went to the dirty side of the track, put under huge pressure there by Eben Rothman, and he throws it away. He's probably kicking himself for that error. Right back down to the clutches of Peter Thompson right now. Eben Rothman has got a breather. He's now got to put his head down and go away because he can see the intention of the contenders for this championship. They want to get to the front.
Where did that Polo disappear? Oh, there it is. I was just checking. Just right underneath Derek Minnie. Coming into turn 4. Derek Minnie around the outside of him is Heinke. Oh, it can get very, very tricky around turn 4. Now we're going to get onto the braking markers up into Sassel Corner. Late braking is what's required. Derek Minnie does just that. Looks like Heinke's run a bit wide. Yeah, that's just enough, and that's all that Derek Minnie needs. Heinke will be forced wide, and he's riding on the barriers there almost.
Up the inside of Heinke. Up the inside comes the flight, handling the car. Rory Atkinson, he has stuck it through. He saw the opportunity, a typical karting move. He saw the gap, but back up the inside comes Heinke. Heinke gets it sideways. He throws the motor car. He just hung in there. He thought, I think it was more Rory Atkinson going, okay, it's yours, you can have it back. But this is Class X. This is Elna Cruiser ahead of Henry van Vletter for Class X. Have a look at this racing now, very, very close. This is what it's all about. The cars are supposed to be so standard that everybody has the same chance of winning.
I love the fact that they're running black bonnets. Look, the kids are loving the action here. Class X making probably its first debut here at Zwartkops, in fact. Behind them comes Giles Darroch. He can't get through in the Class C machine, but it looks like it is Henry van Vletter with that Batmobile insignia all over his car. I think we need to spray that car back again.
Up the inside of Jannie van Rooyen, tries up the inside of Atkinson. He's trying as hard as he possibly can to get back to the front end of this field. Rory slams the door. He's trying as hard as he can to pass Heinke. He's in a race of his own. He doesn't have to worry about Jannie. Jannie has to worry about him.
Yeah, it certainly does, and Jannie has to get past him because he's losing valuable points to Quinton Thompson after that big mistake down in turn 2. We're on board with Jannie as we go through the left-hander. This is turn number 7. Down towards Goldwagen Corner. Who is going to have it here on the brakes? Rory tries to go on the inside, but Heinke saw him coming. And since Chris Heinke has got to the front end of this particular battle, he's not going to make it easy for these two boys.
Heinke is holding on as hard as he possibly can, but so is Jannie. Jannie takes a slingshot out of turn 8 and he rides up the inside of Rory Atkinson into turn 1. Runs it really, really tight, which runs it wide. Heinke throwing it at the bush. Jannie is on the brakes, boy. He didn't know where was the this guy going to go? A great recovery there from Chris Heinke. He catches the motor car and stays ahead. But
he's broken something.
Yeah, he's either broken something or he's pulled off to change his undies, because that was a big one, man.
That was a massive one. There's no doubt about that. But I think something's broken on the car. And Chris Heinke's race is now done. So that moves Yannick van Rooyen up through the field. Basically hands him a couple of positions, which is a great one.
There it is.
Thompson looking for a way pass on the final lap. And Evan Rothman had no answer. Quinton Thompson gets through.
As I said earlier, Quinton Thompson is leading this championship, and Evan Rothman hasn't been in it for a long time, so he doesn't know the urgency. Having a look there, Evan Rothman opened his eyes again, and there was something up the inside of him.
Yeah, it was Quinton Thompson's Thompson Racing Golf. Now they come down the back straight towards turn 4. Evan Rothman's not giving this up. He says, no, you've got through, but I'm not going to make it easy for you. Now he sneaks onto the inside. Can he get drive up towards turn number 4, Sassel Corner? They're going to go side by side. It's going to be who can be latest on the brakes, and it looks like it might be Evan Rothman. He sneaks onto the brakes. Very late braking. Look at him. Absolutely perfectly done.
Quinton goes to the inside. Can he make the stick? Quinton is now on the wrong side, because if you remember correctly, turn 8, which is the last corner, is a left-hander. So if the 29 car of Evan Rothman can hang on there, which he's doing perfectly, he's going to get to the line first. Quinton is going to have to go really, really hard around the outside. Can he do it? No, not this time. He goes to the other side. No, he's going to stay on the outside. Evan Rothman, a great drive there, beating Quinton Thompson to the line.
0.2 of a second between them, and Yannick van Rooyen unfortunately just not able to catch Derek Minnie there for the 3rd and 4th place. Here is Class C, and it's going to be Stuart Mack. A great drive in the Giulio Sabatini machine. Remember, he made me a guest drive there as Elner goes into Class X, but Stewie Mack takes it from Charles Smallberger, and Karen Henning was in 3rd place in the Class Cs.
Evan, back on a roll again, hey buddy.
Yeah, it's good to have a win at Zwartkops since our last major big accident at Zwartkops last year, and it's awesome. It was an awesome race between me, Quinton, and Mimani. I'm speechless.
Now, when you get to beat the man that's leading the championship, that's a big feather in the cap.
Yes, and the competition is tough, and I must say thank you to Adrian and his guys at JKR Autosport for preparing an awesome car. Awesome.
Stu, as always, Zwartkops brings out uber tight racing.
Uber tight from the start, just uber tight. I got a good start, and I thought I'd got a gap through turn 2, and then I put my head down and tried to go like hell to try and get away, and Charles just kept coming, got right on me. In the last 3-4 laps, I just had him right in my mirrors the whole time. I couldn't make one mistake. If I made one mistake, he would have got through me.
Join us right after the break for some more action from our challenge show. Welcome back to our action from Zwartkops, round 5 of the Pro Tour and heat number 2 of the Goldwagen Challenge classes A and P.
Can Lee Thompson get off the line better than he did last time? Or has Eddie Rodriguez done it again? It looks like he's done it again. For some other reason, Eddie Rodriguez gets better traction out of the gate than Lee Thompson. But have a look up there in 3rd position. You've got George Economides. He was missing in the first race. Ollie Mankis goes up the inside of Derek Smallberger. Quinton Needham is there. So is Etienne Prinsloo. They are all at it. The start from Class P. Here we go. Ryan Thole around the outside. Voteris slots into 2nd. Barry Groenewald. Dion Holiday this time up the inside. This is where they're going to line up. Dion Holiday late on the brakes. He tags Barry. Barry tags Voter. Oh, a little bit of push and shove going on there.
And Rousseau spins out. Oh, he just got put onto the dirt, had nowhere to go. And unfortunately, that is the... Well, Lawrence Rousseau is going to have to come right from the back now. I don't know if he's able to catch him, because he's running that motocross helmet, spend a bit of time in the dirt, eh?
Motocross helmet doing its work there. And Eddie Rodriguez under pressure here from Lee Thompson. He's going to be under pressure from George Economides. George didn't feature in the first heat, so he's probably got a lot better rubber on that motor car than what the 2 cars in front of them.
Yeah, the Wolf Avenue machine is definitely going to be a contender in the 2nd heat. Just behind comes 4th place. Voldy Mankis has got ahead of Smallberger. Needham's in there. So ding ding, seconds out, round number 2. Into Goldwagen corner, here comes Jean, and he's going to bring Prinsloo along.
Yeah, Jean goes up the inside of Prinsloo. He's got the horns out. He liked what happened in the first heat, and he wants a bit more of it. Sean Dodd right up into 3rd position already. He started again from the back of the field because he didn't qualify yesterday with the rest of the guys. But under pressure is Wouter Rus. Wouter under pressure. Sean goes really, really close to Wouter's car, and they're going to have a drag race to turn 1. Can he get it done? Wouter Rus manages to hang on there, goes through turn 1. opening the gap. He's going to have to block the line for turn 2, otherwise Sean's going to go through.
Yeah, he goes to the right-hand side of the circuit. Good move there. He just blocks that line, as you said. But Sean Dodd has definitely got a very quick car underneath him. This little Polo is absolutely flying around the circuit. Look at the drive he gets out of turn 2. He pulls on the inside, and goodbye, VWChallengeSA. Side by side down the back straight. He's just going to pull away. That is an amazing bit of machinery.
VWChallengeSA with no answer there to Sean Dodd. He has got to just sitting behind him and try and use the slipstream. But Eddie Rodriguez under pressure from Lee Thompson. Lee is under pressure from George Economides. The front 3 cars are not even covered by a second. They are at it. George Economides has a look up the inside. Lee Thompson is too far ahead though. Can't make it happen this time. Maybe a little bit later.
Yeah, I think he's just showing him a wheel, just putting the pressure on to Lee, saying, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be here the whole race. So if you make a move or make a mistake, I'm going to sneak through. Lee Thompson is more worried about the fact that the SEW machine is out in front. He's got to get past his stablemate. Eddie Rodriguez is looking pretty good here for a victory.
Eddie is driving really, really hard. He finished up in second position. He wants to reverse that order for race 2, and he is trying as hard as he can. Here comes Lee Thompson though. Can he go up the inside into turn 4? Who's latest on the brakes? Lee flicks the car into turn 4. He runs it slightly wide. Eddie Rodriguez probably sitting there going, no dude, you can't do that. That is just simply too fast. He's going to go back at him. Eddie Rodriguez goes up the inside. Can he make it stick? Lee Thompson, obviously learning a little bit about Dr. Block from George Economides, holds him back. George Economides now up the inside of Eddie Rodriguez.
Side by side out of turn 6, they're going to turn 7. Rodriguez has been forced wide. He had to climb out of that one or he'll end up on the dirt. And he now goes from 1st to 3rd in 3 corners. Big problems there for the SEW machine. So it's now Thompson, Economides and Rodriguez.
It's not actually a real problem, eh, Greg? No, sometimes you got to just sit back there, take a breather, focus your thoughts and drive as hard as you can. You put the pressure on rather than getting the pressure, and it sometimes works for you.
Well, let's see whether or not Eddie Rodriguez can take your advice there, Nate, as they come into turn 2, onto the braking markers once again. Just in the background there, Smallberger, Jean Gerber and Voldy Mikey's. They're having a ding-dong as they did in the first heat, but the first 3 positions on this track have not been sorted out just yet. First place in Class B is done and dusted, because this is what it's all about, and this is a little bit further back, because Barry Grunewald is starting to close onto the back end of VWChallengeSA.
VWChallengeSA now under pressure from Barry Grunewald. This is for 3rd position because out in front we've got Ryan Thole and Sean Dodd. They've gone away a little bit. They've got the new level Polos and are seeming at this particular racetrack to be doing the work.
They certainly are. The new Polos, of course, is in 3rd place here too. Golf 1s are 1 and 2 on the road. Then it's Polo Classic there in 4th place. That's Smallberger. There's Jean Gerber. And on his tail, the Albatross Motos of Voldy Mikey's. He hasn't found a way past. Remember, he was actually leading the schedule for a long, long time. And now in the closing stages, he seems to be battling a little bit.
I think Voldy just probably sitting there going, you guys are going to have a go at it again. I'll pick up the pieces a little bit later on. But if he doesn't pull out his finger, he's going to lose a little bit of touch. I don't know where Quinton Needham's gone. Maybe he made an error somewhere along the line. He was also involved in this scrap. But let's go back to Class B, and it looks like Sean Dodd has got ahead of Ryan Thole. Ryan has to put his head down now and drive as hard as he can. That is Ian Prinsloo just ahead of them in the Class A car. But Sean Dodd putting his head down, driving from the back of the field to the lead.
Can you believe that bit of driving? That's awesome stuff. They've got 3 laps to go as they cross the line there. It looks like Thole is going to have to find something in that Pren Properties machine. The same way that the SEW machine of Rodriguez is going to have to try and find something to get past Economides. They come down towards Goldwagen corner. He's right up there, but not close enough to try and make an overtaking maneuver just yet. With a couple of laps to go, it's now time for Rodriguez to get a move on, because this is the last lap.
Greg, notice how they've fallen away from Lee Thompson. That's Quinton Needham. Looks like a little bit of damage on the left front of his car. That's probably why he's right there with Prinsloo and Wesson. He's further down and he goes up the inside of Prinsloo. Can he make it stick? Decides not this time. Enough damage on my motor car. I'll wait for a later chance.
Much better run there from Isak Renier just in the background of this particular battle. So it's Kurt Wesson going through. Then we've got Etienne Prinsloo. The Biz Hub machine there absolutely hauling. Really nicely sprayed job on that car, and right behind him Quinton Needham. Now Quinton was right up there with a possibility of a podium. He's now battling at the back end of this Class A field, and that's not doing his championship any good.
Yeah, Quinton running slightly wide there. Maybe his tyres have let go. Something's gone adrift there. Oh, under huge pressure here. Eddie Rodriguez is pushing George Economides as hard as he possibly can. George is going to have to go a little bit defensive. There it is. And Eddie goes to the other side. Lee Thompson has managed to get away though because those guys are scrapping.
Double victory for Lee Thompson here at Zwartkops, and Economides is going to hang on, but only just ahead of Eddie Rodriguez. 0.1 of a second between the two of them. This is the Class P end, and it's going to be the Kopanong machine of Sean Dodd, who will take the victory ahead of the Friend Properties machine of Ryan Thole. So good racing all the way through. Thompson, Economides, Rodriguez, Smallberger, and Gerba. And in Class P, Sean Dodd, Ryan Thole, Wouter Roos, Barry Groenewald, and Dion Holiday.
Lee pretty much just chasing the clock the whole day.
First heat, we got the setup 100% right. Wasn't easy. It is always quick around here. Second race, I really had to work for it, but the racing was good and clean, and just a big thanks to Biz Up, keeping the Biz Up Racing Golf at the top there, and yeah, it's still about half a season to go, so anything can happen, you know. Let's see.
Dottie, your time to hit the front, hey? Not the dirt, the front.
Yeah, like we tried to stay on the tar this time. Started from the back, was awesome. The guys let me through nicely. Got my first win overall in Challenge Class B. It was awesome race, nice and clean. The new polos are going so well. I think the other guys have got a bit of homework to do to keep up with the new guys. But all credit to the car. I mean, it's the first time it's held together nicely, not like the Kisa, and it's done well, and I'm over the moon.
Final bit of action from the Goldwagen Challenge on the line, classes B and C, and oh! Quinton Thompson not getting a good start. Rory Atkinson sneaks through. Looks like Yanni van Rooyen's already got pressure from Chris Heinke, and as they go into turn number 1, Atkinson gets a little tag. Oh, and he gets it completely sideways, but hangs on.
Quinton Thompson is right down into about 7th position now, but Evan Rossman so far ahead off the start. He's doing great starts that he can take the normal race line, put his head down and go away. But now he's got to go because Yanni van Rooyen has got a plan for him.
Class CNX getting down towards turn number 1. He's going to get real into turn 1. In fact, look at that. Oh, that's an awesome start. Onto the inside. Things are definitely looking good for Andre Needham. Here we go on board with Stuart Mack in the Giulio Sabatini Volkswagen Golf. Into turn number 2. He's on the back end and looking good, but Charles Smallberger has snuck through. So it's Needham from Smallberger and Mack alongside.
Back to the front. Look at that. Yanni van Rooyen is making his intention known. And up the inside comes Atkinson of Heinke. Heinke goes back to 4th position. Chad Bartram repaired his car from the crash he had earlier in the first heat, and he's up into 5th place.
Yeah, he just snuck through on Derek Minnie. Minnie had no answer. He was basically watching what was going on in front of him. Didn't realise that Chad Bartram was right there. He snuck through. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the road. Derek Minnie's in 6th, and Thompson, our championship leader, and overall championship leader, is in 7th place. But having some problems.
Quinton trying really hard. You see the lockup of the brakes there. He knows that he's cocked up the start and he has to make amends. Otherwise, his championship is going to be under pressure. He's got a massive gap in the championship, but he doesn't want to throw away any points. Up the inside of Heinke goes Chad Bartram, flies the motor car into turn 2. That was so close to going over.
I love the fact that he got it on 2 wheels. What is he, ZX10 rider? No, this is Goldwagen Challenge. That was last week's show, bud.
Yeah, absolutely. He's trying as hard as he possibly can, but he's actually lost a couple of positions. That flying it on 2 wheels doesn't make for exceptionally good traction over the corner.
It certainly does. You can see how far he's dropped back, but in the background, Peter Thompson's now under a bit of pressure. You can see that things are starting to happen between him and Philip Cruiser. That's the second of the Giulio Sabatini machines. Right behind them comes Dalton. We didn't see much of him in the first heat, but that's because the racing is so good all the way through this field.
Gerard Hennen going up the inside of Charles Derrick. Gerard is in Yanni's old green Golf, and the first time he's driven in Class C, you can see he's sporting the first comer's flag, which is not quite the truth there for Gerard Hennen.
A little bit of a rookie flag there for Gerard Henning, but as we said earlier, I think we need to put a purple stripe down that incredible Golf, because that's what the colours should be. On the inside though, having a look through, and Stuart Mack is side by side. Andre Needham and Mack. That's amazing bit of driving there. That is awesome stuff from these guys.
How's this drag racing? These 1600s are so evenly matched. Charles Smallberger is out in the front though. If you can look down the road, he's got going. He's put his head down and he's trying to make the gap. But Stuart Mack does it. Gerard Hennen goes up the inside. Now Andre Needham runs it slightly wide. Probably pushed a little bit by Stuart Mack there. But up the inside now comes Charles Derrick of Andre Needham.
Yeah, the Silver Dream race is going at it as we saw in the first heat. And all of a sudden Andre Needham is resuming that battle. First of Class X is Van Vletter. He's just ahead of James Fuller. And Alna Cruiser hasn't got an answer just yet to Van Vletter's pace in the Golf 2.
They are trying really hard though. They're trying to mix it up with the 2-litre cars in the 1600s. But those cars handle so much better because they are lighter. The tires aren't over. The car is isn't over tired, and it just works.
Certainly does now as we get into the halfway stage of this race. Eben Rothman absolutely flying down the back straight, but the battle is for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th place because there's 5 cars in it and any of them can take that 2nd place away from Van Rooyen.
Have a look there. Quinton Thompson has managed to get through into 3rd position. That is minimizing the problem that he made for himself on the start quite a long way. He's probably going to be happy with that. But have a look, the scrap between Derek Murray, Atkinson and Heinke has not stopped for 1 second.
Now looking for a way past Derek Murray, and unfortunately he hasn't been able to find one just yet on Rory Atkinson. They come out of 7, head down towards Goldwagen corner. Eben Rothman leads out. Quinton Thompson has to get past Van Rooyen. He's no doubt about. Oh, look in the background. Late braking and a little tap between Heinke and Atkinson. Once again, those two going absolutely hammer and tongs into Goldwagen.
Derek Murray goes right around the outside and pulls a rallycross move. He's going to have a go at passing 2 cars that are scrapping in 1 move.
Oh, he managed to get both of them because they were a little tap between the 2 of them. Andre Needham still with Giles Derrick behind him as they come out of turn 6. Here is the Class X battle, and all of a sudden, once again, it's Elmer all over the back of Henry van Vletter, and Batman, you're going to have to keep your eyes and ears open.
Wow! Throwing it away. Giles Derrick throws it away into turn 8. Is he going to get in the way? He does! Henry van Vletter slams straight into Giles Derrick, who's unfortunately in the way. There he goes again. A little bit of steam from the motor car, which means the radiator is shot. These guys must get out of it.
Oh, I think it might be the end of the day there for the Batmobile. He's going to have to pull onto the side. Look at the damage on the front of Van Vletter's Class X car. That means that, oh, look at the water pouring out the bottom as well, mate. I think that car's not even going to make it to turn 2.
Yannick Van Rooyen goes up the inside of Eben Rothman. Does Quinton go with him? Yes, he does. Quinton goes right up the inside of Rothman. Rothman goes from 1st to 3rd in 1 corner.
What was Eben Rothman even thinking there? He left the door wide open. Yannick Van Rooyen came sneaking through, and because Thompson was so close on his tail, the VTEC trailer Golf went flying past him as well. So Eben Rothman has been demoted. Now they're in amongst the back markers. Heads up, coming around the outside. This might work for Quinton Thompson. No, it's not. The Goldwagen Rudaport machine is going to keep the outside line. Good move, that little red Golf on the inside. I'm not quite sure who that was, but stay out of the way because here comes the steam train.
Big tires. The guys are trying really hard. They must know it's close to the end of the race. Yanni runs wide. Quinton runs wide. Eben is probably still kicking himself from the top corner area, but Yanni under huge pressure now. Quinton has gone from 7th to 2nd. He's probably quite happy with that.
Yeah, if he can stay in that 2nd place, he should be able to maintain the lead in the championship, depending on what happens in the Class A races as we've seen. But now as they come down into turn 4, Heinke on the back end. Rory Atkinson is having a great day in the flight hand cleaners machine. I tell you, he is definitely someone to watch out for in this class.
It's not going to be a long time before he gets to the front, but Charles Smallberger now under huge pressure from Stuart Mack. Stuart wants the front again. He tasted it a little bit in the first heat and he wants to have a go again.
1 lap to go for the Class C boys. That means the Class B boys are almost halfway through their final lap as they come out of turn number 1 down towards turn 2. Can Stewie Mack find a way past? We're on board with him. Giulio Sabatini versus the Charles Smallberger. And, well, Smallberger runs a little bit wide. He's made a mistake. Stuart Mack is going to capitalize. He's going to get the drive. But can he make the overtaking maneuver stick?
He's probably slap changing the gearbox to try and get that 1600 to go just a little bit quicker than Charles one. A drag race to turn 4. Who is going to hang on through turn 4? Have a look how evenly matched those motor cars are. Great driving there by both these drivers.
Perfectly done. Stewie Mack gets the drive and maintains the lead. Well, retakes the lead, I should say. He doesn't maintain it, but now he has to maintain it. Can Yannick van Rooyen hang on for 1 more corner? They're coming into Goldwagen. It's going to be the Goldwagen Rudaport Volkswagen Golf to take the 2nd victory here. And what a great race between these guys up front. Thompson takes 2nd place, which means that he's going to hang on to the lead in Class B and hopefully the lead in the overall championship here in Goldwagen Challenge as well. Down towards the final corner, and this is what we're waiting to see. It's Stuart Mack and Charles Smallberger. Can Smallberger sneak through? No, he can't. Stewie Mack makes it a double for the day in the Giulio Sabatini Auto Styling Machine. What a great drive there from him. Smallberger finishes in 2nd, Henning in 3rd, Andre Needham in 4th place, and James Fuller down in 5th.
Yeah, it looked like you were going to be battling for the 2nd place, and then into the lappers, that hole opened wide.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was an awesome race. Lot of pressure. Eben was certainly doing everything right in the front there, and I actually started giving up. I thought, no, he's not going to make a mistake today. And then I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, the guy just went wide, and that was me coming through. And I thought, this is it. I'm not going to let this first position go today.
I think it was a costly mistake as well, because Quinton Thompson followed you through as well, and there was no coming back from that.
Yeah, no. Quinton, obviously, he's a wise old fox. You know, he's checking out the scene, and he was just waiting for mistakes and stuff.
Stu, man, you and Smallberg are going at it all day, and this second race came down to the wire. Last lapper.
All day we've been stuck together like glue, and he got a big gap in the beginning and got probably 2 or 3 seconds ahead of me. I put my head down. I thought, no, I'm going to catch him. And then there was oil through turn 1 the last couple of laps, maybe get up to him. And I thought, last lap to go. I thought, no, we've got to do it now. And we said side by side all the way through turn 4, and I got him on the drive up through 5. It was something else.
Absolutely amazing racing. Thompson maintains his Class B lead and the overall. Rodriguez in Class A in second. Smallberg up to 4th and maintains Class C. A big thanks to Goldwagen for all this fantastic action from the arena of motorsports, Zwartkops.